Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Paste Studios. We're live with Jake Shimabukuro. Man, thanks for being here.
Aloha. No, it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me, man. This is cool. I like the new studio, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we had the pleasure of your company maybe more than 2 years ago
Yeah, I
at
think
the
at
old
least
studio,
3 years
and
ago. Yeah.
that was outstanding. I had the pleasure of seeing you at the Highline Ballroom on that New York trip,
Thank
which
you.
which was incredible. And so we've been listening to you sound check for the last 20, 30 minutes, and it's just a total pleasure, man. You are a master at that instrument. Any
you.
one of the superlatives that I could say, I'm not going to just list superlatives, but I feel totally comfortable saying them, man. It's just total pleasure to have you here. So
Aw,
really,
thank
thanks for
you.
coming through. And congratulations on the album. So The Greatest Day is out right now. Came out on August 31st via Mailboat Records, and you're going to play 4 songs off of that record. Can you tell us about the first one you're going to do?
Yeah, so this is the title track. It's called "The Greatest Day." It's we wrote this the night before we went into the recording studio, and it just kind of set, I don't know, just the positive aloha vibes for the album. So, but I'm gonna do the solo arrangement of it. This is, on the album we have drums and bass and just some other great sounds. But I'm gonna do the broken down acoustic ukulele version for you. So here's "The Greatest Day." Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, man. It sounds great. So can we talk about the album a little bit? So the album came out a couple weeks ago, and it's about half originals and half covers, and the range of I mean, it's outstanding. There's Jimmy on there. There's Leonard Cohen on there. Lennon McCartney, George Harrison. There's a Zombies tune. There's an Ed Sheeran tune. So there's some breadth of influences to those covers. And can we talk a little bit about just the process of creating it and how?
Sure. Yeah. Well, my last record was called Nashville Sessions, and that was a very experimental trio record. It was my first all original album. And I wanted to, I think that was a pretty extreme record. And so with this album, I wanted to kind of restore the balance, of some of the acoustic sounds of the ukulele and the electric sounds of the ukulele. And that also played into the songs and the tracks. We did 6 originals on this one, but 6 recognizable cover tunes, because on the previous record we didn't have any cover tunes. And I think it worked great. We still kind of tracked as a trio and 4-piece, actually more of as a 4-piece. And then we later started adding other instrumentation, so it was a fun process, man. I really loved it. We didn't confine ourselves to just a rhythm section and ukulele, but we just kind of explored other sounds, and I really like this record. I thought we captured some really good tones, especially with the ukulele. The acoustic sounds of the ukulele and the overdriven electric sounds of the ukulele are very warm and musical, and my parents, my mom and dad, both said that this was their favorite album of mine. So. Yeah, I'm still trying to please my parents.
Nice. Yeah, we all are. So.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Mom and Dad. I'm looking forward to diving into the record right now. And
Thank you.
And so thanks for coming. And I mean, the solo arrangement sounds incredible, man. You are always a total pleasure to hear play.
Thank you.
And so you've got a second and a third and a fourth to play off Greatest Day. Can you tell us what you're going to do second?
Sure. Well, here's you mentioned the Beatles. Here's one of the covers. This is my favorite Beatles tune, Eleanor Rigby, and actually Jerry Douglas, one of my heroes, joined us on 3 tracks on this next record, and he also played on Eleanor Rigby. So here we go. Thank you.
All right, I think everybody's back right now. Jake, we recorded this very cleanly, but the internet took a dump in this whole building for like 10 seconds.
Okay,
Everybody's
got it.
back now, I believe.
Okay.
Everything's all good. We recorded it cleanly, and we're gonna upload this again later. But everybody's back right now.
Okay, no problem. Hey,
Which
welcome
I
back,
maybe
everyone.
should have just told you that after. I'm sorry. That just happened. That sounded beautiful, man. Thank you so much.
All good. Thank
for
you,
sharing.
man.
So we are good again. We're back. Everybody who's here right now, please go check out this show live. I had the pleasure of doing it a couple years ago, and all the tour dates. The tour kicks off at the Capitol Theater in Madison, Wisconsin. Is September 24th, I believe, and there are a ton of dates. You've got dates, a lot of U.S. dates, a number of Japanese dates, but all the way from now until May of 2019. There's those are available out at jakeshimabukuro.com.
Thanks for the show plugs, man. Yeah. No, we're excited to kick it off, especially in Madison. Actually, Ryan from Jensen Communications, who brought me here, he's from Madison, so yeah, it's from Wisconsin. So he told me what the good cheeses are. But yeah, no, really looking forward to it, man. We've been having a great time on this tour, which I'm touring with a trio on this run. So it's Nolan Werner, who played bass on the record, and Dave Preston, who played guitar on the record, are touring with me right now. So we've been doing all the new songs from the album, as well as some of the old fun stuff like While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Bohemian Rhapsody, all that fun stuff. So it's been a lot of just a great experience, and just so honored to be doing this, man.
Yeah. If anybody's watching right now, don't navigate away from this to watch this video, but after this wraps, please go check out that Bohemian Rhapsody video where the Japanese audience is just absolutely enraptured by what you're doing. That was my first exposure to your music, and it's
I'm sorry, which one was that?
The Bohemian Rhapsody video.
Oh, the Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah,
audience
yeah.
is just
thank
edges
you.
of their seats. Everybody's completely silent.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
man. I
it's
appreciate
really,
that.
really awesome. So you're gonna do a third one off The Greatest Day. Can you tell us about what you're doing next?
Sure. Yeah, this is a song that was inspired by some veterans, from Hawaii. They were the Japanese American Nisei veterans who served during the Second World War, after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. And growing up in Hawaii, I was so close to this story, and especially being a Japanese American, I remember reading about the internment camps and all of those things. But then when I discovered that the first group of soldiers who made up the original 100th Battalion and the 442nd, the MIS, that whole story, was a group of soldiers from Hawaii, right? So, and I also realized that being an Asian American, living in this country today, I have a much better life because of the sacrifices that they made. So this is a song called Go for Broke, which was their motto. And every time I play this, I always, want to acknowledge our veterans and all the men and women out there serving, our country in the U.S. Armed Forces. So here's Go for Broke. Thank you very much.
Right. Jay, we got all the way to the end of that song. There's bandwidth issues again, so maybe let's just chat for an extra 2 minutes. It's coming back.
Oh yeah,
Came
yeah,
back
no
last
problem,
time.
no problem.
Can we show this guy to that camera, maybe?
Oh, okay, that'd be
Dude, it's so nice.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I just want to. I mean, the album artwork. It's so nice. Everything about the packaging, the obviously the music that's on it. It's absolutely beautiful. So just wanted to call everybody's attention to that as well. Gives the perfect vibe of the Hawaiian sunset.
Thank you. Yeah. This is yeah, we released the new record on vinyl. It's a double vinyl. And we also released it on CD, of course, and MP3. So yeah, I'm stoked, man. This was really a fun record, and just to work with all those different musicians, including especially Jerry Douglas, man, that was really a dream come true for me.
Yeah, he was. We had Jerry Douglas came by to the studio like a year ago, probably.
Oh, man.
But dude, so he was gonna play full band, and then his bus broke down somewhere in Manhattan, and so he was able to come with. I think they played as a duo. He played Hey Joe. He played some Hendrix and some
Oh,
originals.
wow.
And
Yeah.
but so we're still looking forward to having him back with the full instrumentation. There were horns, there was the whole deal, and then they just got stuck somewhere in Manhattan.
Oh man, that's a bummer. Yeah.
Yeah. We are all set internet wise,
Okay,
so we're all
all right.
good.
Here's a new
so-
record. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I just happen to have this in my back pocket. I'm just kidding.
Well, dude, it sounds great, man. Thanks again for coming. So we've got a fourth, a bonus
Yeah.
song today. Can you tell us what you're gonna do as number 4?
Sure. So this was a song that was inspired by one of my childhood heroes, Bruce Lee, and my favorite Bruce Lee film was Enter the Dragon. So this song was kind of inspired by that film, and it's actually it's a bonus. It's one of the bonus tracks on the new record. Because what we did was, since we've been touring as a trio now, the arrangements have changed a lot, and I really love, man, what Nolan Werner and Dave Preston do, man, in the live shows. They're just so musical, so creative, and so yeah, we wanted to bring some of those live tracks, onto the record. So this is one of the songs, and it's a piece called Dragon. Unfortunately, none of the guys are with me today, so it's just me again.
Well, what else do you need? Bob plays some fiddle. I can bang on the cajon if you want.
That'd be awesome. I have so I'm gonna be using my loop station here, and we'll just have some fun with it. But this is a song entitled Dragon, and it was just, I wrote it when I was in more of an experimental phase, with music, experimenting with electronics and distortion and all of that kind of thing. And Bruce Lee was kind of the forefront of all the. He was the pioneer of all that mixed martial arts and all that kind of stuff. So hope you guys enjoy this. Here's Dragon. Thank you very much.
Man, thank you, Jake. That was great. Thanks for coming by and playing. It's always a pleasure to have you here. So thanks for coming. Have a great time on tour. Travel safe. Everybody, the tour kicks off at the Capitol Theater in Madison, Wisconsin, and that happens on September 24th. And then you're just on the road forever. So from now until May 2019, there are dates. Japanese dates, U.S. dates. You're going to be everywhere, and all those tour dates are up at jakeshimabukuro.com. And man, great luck on the album. It sounds fantastic, and hopefully we see you back here in next time it makes sense. Next time you're in New York. And thanks again for coming and doing this.
Well, always appreciate the support, and I know all the artists that come through this studio. Man, it's really an honor to be here to kind of share the same floor as them. So thank you for having me, and hope to see you again soon. Thank you.